And we get the hard shift towards the west side. Everybody fighting for this spot over here in the hills, and the zone shifts completely off of them. Hard shift to the left. A lot of open space, though, for these teams to rotate in on. You see Airwolf leaving immediately. Nova kind of stuck here. Is just going to take their time and shoot at rotators. BTR rotating along the south side. BTR is a 4-man, though. BTR is going to stop. Take a look. Might get a knock here with the DP. They will not. Nova's going to go and loot that body. They desperately need loot here. They find the box. Driving by to make sure no one else is still here, probably. Navi has rotated around. Finds a nice spot open in the circle. Team Secret Gen, dead center of circle here. Abrupt Slayers on top of the mountain. Power AAA. Oh, Abrupt Slayers. One of them gets knocked, but that's a long-range knock. They should be fine. Triple T driving through a bunch of players right now. Gets lit up and gets blown up by Konina Power player. Konina Power with a really nice split here. Putting 2 on the hill over here and 1 in the shed in the center. T2K getting into a fight with 4AM. 4AM actually pulling up, looking to take this one. Sook gets 1. The support from Sansan gets the other. T2K getting a little over aggressive, pushing down the hill from the top. Sook 1 HP is going to get himself healed here. 4AM is definitely going to go for the push onto this mountaintop, though. They have 2 opening kills, 4v2 situation. 4AM so good at pushing teams on the edge. And you see them coming up already. Sansan driving right by here. Basically bait for the rest of his team. Look at that. Sansan driving by, baiting out blah 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 to shoot at him. And he's going to get killed for that. And T2K Jan trying to help out. Sook goes down. They're going to get that full reset unless Abrupt Slayers, they see and hear this fight. If they push it, they are not going to push it. Konina Power, footballist, getting into fight with the Slayers team. Soke really lit up, 1 HP. He's going to try and make it around. And his teammates will pick up the kill on that one. Slayer, last one alive. Footballist did lose 1 player, though. Slayer trying to do the best he can. Goes for a pre-nade. A little bit too late for that. And the zone shifts. Dead center BTR on the edge of circle. They're going to find a way in. Abrupt Slayers finds a nice compound for themselves. RQ in the north. They have to rotate in. One of Zeus players gets taken out by Airwolf. And Nova trying to take this spot also. Forced to rotate around as it is already taken. And Nova pulling up next to a hay bale here. Wow, this hay bale though. 2 little mini hay bales. So Nova's just going to chill here. Finds a somewhat of an interesting spot to play in. 4AM barely in the edge zone. RQ pulling up onto the top hill where Abrupt Slayer previously was, and it's going to take their spot. BTR. Okay, they do have cars. BTR's got to make their rotation in now. Zuxi deciding to run on foot. Okay, no, Zuxi's going for his car. Let's follow BTR's rotation in. BTR might just decide to edge it out here. Does find a nice spot on the edge. Pretty far away from 4AM. And, oh! Asaki finds one of the Nova players. Should have stayed behind that hay bale. It should be a finish. Order. Doing the best he can. Brings up the car. He does manage to... Oh, he does bleed out, though. Asaki blowing him up there. RQ looking over towards 4AM. Have Airwolf. Oh, Airwolf. Super spread out. 3-man team doing a 1-1-1 split. These field zone endings are just, you never know where it's going to go, and there's barely any cover in this field. Sook! Oh, Sook pulling up aggressive, gets an angle onto BTR down here on the side. And 4AM, aggressive as ever. They're going to pull up closer. They know this is a fight on the edge, and they're going to pull up, try and pressure them out. I'm going to expect some nades here. And Sook is going to fall back. Decides that's not too favorable of a fight, especially with zone about to shift. I think 4AM wants to commit their full 4-man team to be able to push into the next zone shift, depending on where it goes. Bug wheels already being taken out there. See, Karna power. Earlier they had that split. Navi, though, with 8 kills, just a bulldozing team right now, playing extremely aggressive. I believe this is one of the Karna power boxes that he's looting right now. Looks like everybody's just gathering info right now before the zone shifts. Trying to put out some pressure. They realize these sheds might be just solos right now. Navi playing so dominant right now. And the zone does shift. It shifts onto Nova and Airwolf. BTR get a really nice zone shift. 4AM's got to make their way in now. San scouting around here. It's going to pull up a little bit short. Xinghe gets knocked though. Xinghe in a pretty tricky spot. He's going to need some smokes. RQ getting knocked. Team Secret Gen making their way into zone. BTR trying to gatekeep 4AM here. Oh, the headshots by Sansan. I'm going to see, I expect a push out of 4AM. They're going to try and wipe out that team on the edge side there after they get the reset. 4AM, definitely not in zone. Okay. They're going to just edge in on the northwest. Zone's already closing. Oh, they had a player knocked. They have 2 players knocked now. Try and go for that revive onto Xinghe was very costly. 4AM from a 4-man down to a 2-man. So they can't really play aggressive here. RQ pushing in onto Abrupt Slayers. Gets 2 opening knocks. RQ down to 2-man also. Leon's going to get that reset onto Chari here. Smokes is already out. G9. Oh, no car for G9. They lost the cars on top of the hill. He's got to run in the open. Gets picked out by 4AM. And Sansan with the shots. Trying to hit him through the smoke. And BTR taking down Footballist. And Super Uno from Airwolf. BTR controlling the right-hand side of the circle so well right now. If 4AM pushed BTR earlier, like on their very first knock, this would be a completely different game for 4AM. And BTR would no longer be in the lobby. Team Secret Gen getting pulled out. Let's take a look at Navi. Navi up to 9 kills now. And a 4-man team. Really dominant on this left-hand side of the circle. We see Meku playing in the back. Team Secret Gen gets, one of them gets naded there. Navi with 10 kills now. Order just forced to play for positioning here, for placement. And the circle shifts once again. Order gets his own. Team Secret Gen playing the new area of the map. Abrupt Slayer sneaking into zone. Airwolf down to 2 members still alive. Footballists on the south, not in zone. They do have vehicles though. Navi is the only 4-man team here. Nades coming out. Oh, Cosmos gets knocked by 4AM on that peak. Teams are just trying to smoke their way in. Navi going aggressive. So Navi doing a really good job of not losing a single player. We usually see Na'Vi play very aggressive and they would lose 1 or 2 players unnecessarily. Let's see if this endgame, well, they have already made it to endgame, not losing a single player this time. So Na'Vi definitely playing way better than we usually see them play. 13 kills and a 4-man team late game. Meku picking up a kill onto 4 AM. Hisaki, the solo left alive now. Zone slowly closing in. Nova Order, last alive. Let's take a look at what Tixie's shooting at. Tixie right now with 8 kills. Absolutely insane here. Hisaki goes out to Matic. Nova getting taken out by Matic, or Nova getting taken out by Na'Vi. Na'Vi at 14 kills now. Another one. Matic popping off with that DP. And gets the thirst onto Microboy. Na'Vi is absolutely dominating. Oh, spectator put me out all the way over there. Order, top 5 finish now. BTR, Zuxi, and Rising. Got Footballist a 2-man, BTR a 2-man, Airwolf 2-man, Na'Vi a full 4-man team. Na'Vi already at 15 kills. I expect them to pick up more. Meku gets knocked. They need a smoke on that. Is Zuxi able to find the finish? No. BTR not able to find the flush. Meku should be able to get revived here. Does get behind the hay bale. Airwolf and Footballers get zoned. Na'Vi's going to have to push into the south. Meku crawling all the way across. 30 seconds left on the clock. This should be enough time for a revive. Meku is going to make it to Matic here. They are going to get the reset. We're going to get a snake zone for the very first match of the scrims. And we only have 1 match left. We are only doing 2 matches today because it is really late in Dubai for these teams. And a lot of the teams are tired. So we're only going to play Erangel and Sandhawk. Football is spreading out a little bit. Lavazan catches Zuxi. Spots him out. Lavazan with 6 kills right now. Footballist and Na'Vi, both teams playing extremely aggressive today in today's scrims. 11 kills for Footballist, 15 onto Na'Vi. Might be able to get more. Tixie though. Oh, Tixie spots him out. Gets sprayed in the side. Lavazan goes down. Or Rom goes down, gets thirsted. Tixie gets thirsted. Na'Vi a 3-man now. BTR is solo. Order also solo. Order shooting at the crate. That's not a real one. Na'Vi taking out Airwolf and 3v1 situation. Order getting a 2nd place finish, wiping out BTR. Matic goes down. Na'Vi playing extremely aggressive here. And Na'Vi finishes out the game number 1 with a phenomenal amount of kills. Tixie with 9, Old Boy with 1, Meku with 4, Matic with 5. That is 19 kills and a chicken dinner for the very first game out of Na'Vi. We saw Na'Vi just doing constant drive-by a team, look for an opening knock, they get that knock, and they absolutely push it every single time. Na'Vi, that was definitely a highlight game for Na'Vi there, playing so perfectly, not losing a single member this time, going into late game. Yesterday, they also got a chicken dinner and played pretty well, but we saw them losing members unnecessarily. This time around, they made it to the very late game with 4 members alive, and this allowed them to farm so many more kills and get the chicken dinner. Nova clutching out a 2nd place finish, though. We saw them stuck in a really bad spot, but getting some very nice circle shifts, taking out BTR in 3rd place at the very end due to order. Airwolf finishing in 4th. Footballist in 5th. Lavazan with 7 kills, though.